Okay. I can edit afterwards, so whatever. All right. Hi. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's it going?
Uh, it's going great. Um, yeah,
Yep.
feel like I've just answered this question and
I know, but we weren't live,
yeah,
were we? So,
sure.
yeah, don't
Yes,
tell no
yeah,
one.
you
Oh,
do.
come on, play
Oh,
along. Help me out
yeah,
here.
totally. Yeah, yeah, a minute before Keri hit the recording button, yeah, I told her that I just come back from the gym, so I'm laying it out for you guys too. I've
Good,
just come
good,
back
good,
from
good.
the gym. Everything's going swimmingly. How are you? How's New York? Is it New Yorking?
It's New Yorking. All right. Yeah, because yesterday was the Knicks game, and the Knicks, who I'm
What
sure
is
you've heard about them or of them, because it's like there's a New York movie, there's always like a Knicks game on, someone's watching.
what sport
So
is it? What sport is it?
it's basketball.
Okay.
And they've not been able to make it into the finals for like 3 decades, and then all of a sudden they made it, and 3 games out of 4 that they need to win, they won one of them yesterday. And even me, I was like, whoa, this is fucking insane, because all of New York is going crazy. Like Madison Square Garden,
Yeah.
you get to see all of the celebrities, like all of the beau monde, all of the elite. Like they were all there rooting for them, going crazy.
Were
So
you there? You're a celebrity.
I wish, but 10K per ticket. I'm not quite there
Mm.
yet. Not quite there yet. So, but I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it. So,
After this after this podcast, I think,
you never fucking know, right? Yeah, we're allowed to swear, right? We're just like couples therapy with Orna. People swear
Yeah,
in her room. Have you seen the
absolutely.
final? I mean, I don't know if it's final, but the 5th season, the most recent one.
No, I don't think so.
It's
I
just
need to
come out.
check. Yeah, if it's just come out in the month of June, it's come
Oh,
out. Yeah. It's good.
that's right. That's right.
I
That's
need,
what it did. Good. I
I
see
need
what you did there.
I need to check it out because I'm not sure what we call the recent, the most recent one. Maybe I've seen the most recent one. Just I don't know about it, but yeah. Thanks
Yeah,
for the heads up. I'm gonna check it out.
get on it. Get
Yeah.
on it. It's real good. It's good stuff. I mean, it's not the best, I'd say. Just like with any show, each
Yeah.
coming season is kind of like, oh, something's not quite there no more. But, it's Orna, and I can look at
And
her.
it's relationship, isn't it? It
It
can't be
is. It
apart.
is. What do they call it when you have a relationship but it's one-sided? Like there's just like a celebrity on the other end of it,
Oh,
and they're
yeah, that's
not
um,
something.
parasocial.
Parasocial relationship, right. Oh, I'm in a parasocial relationship with that one. All right. Yeah. It's been going on a while. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
ebbs and flows. Yeah.
It sure
There
does.
is no escaping them.
Very true. So, look, this is our first episode of the
Yes.
thing that we're doing, which we're not quite sure yet what the thing is, but we know we want to be doing it.
Absolutely.
And we decided to call it voice therapy, and I wanted you to tell us all, because it was your idea originally, I think. So what the thinking behind that was, and what is it you think we're going to be doing, and where do you think it's going to flow into? So,
All right.
yeah.
I think many of my fellow uh, post-Soviet countries residents can relate to how I'm feeling about the way I speak English. I mean, pronunciation department. That we could always use a bit of refinement. There is this very deep-seated anxiety about how we come off. Yeah, God forbid we sound Russian
God
or
forbid.
Russianish, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And once, you said to me, or maybe somewhere on your socials, that the French, they flaunt their Frenchness. Yeah, they don't like temp it down. They like, wow, they strut it, you know. And
A little
well,
too much so, I gotta say. Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah, go on. Sorry.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, and I've also noticed that I don't speak much on I don't speak English on my social media, and I am wondering why is that? And I realized that I think I feel self-conscious, even though I feel very confident about my level of English. Yeah, I feel that, in some sounds or some things, people just gonna know.
I
They're gonna
know.
understand, they're gonna see, yeah, that I'm not it, I guess.
Mm.
And you told me that you can ask me some questions that could, help me get to the bottom of where this self-consciousness, where it's sitting. Where are you at? Come on, come out. It's Pride Month again, yeah? And yeah, and I think I'm also here to tackle this dread
Yeah.
that you maybe could comment on my pronunciation and people could see it, and
Hmm?
I could finally see that people are criticizing me, or people are giving feedback, and people are noticing that I'm not doing something right, and I haven't crumbled, you know.
Mm. Mm.
So
Mm.
I'm here. I'm what solid. I'm whole, not solid, wholesome. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
even yeah. So
I
something
love it.
along this, if it makes
That
sense.
is a lot of lines. I like them all. Okay. All right. All right. Well, it's first of all, it's very commendable. You just saying how there are vulnerabilities and there are, there's the sense of self consciousness, even though, I mean, not even though, but due to the fact, come to think of it, that you do what you do because there's all those standards that you along all those other people, myself included, seem to have figured out for yourself, but not quite figured out how to meet them because they're not quite clear what the fuck they are.
Yeah.
And there's just and it's so much more complicated than one might imagine. So there is so much more to it.
Hmm.
And that's what I want to also be getting to the bottom of alongside yourself, because these feelings that you've just talked about, it's something that's real familiar to me. And I think everyone, again, of the background that is post-Sovietish is familiar with the concept of feeling all, this isn't it. I'm gonna be found out. I'm fake. I don't deserve to be here. Get me the fuck out, right?
On the practical note,
Yeah.
however, I'm also looking as a teacher. I'm also looking for ways how I can integrate, uh, yeah, how I can unbundle, yeah, your big service because you do pronunciation. Yeah, that's your entire shtick, right?
Right.
And I'm wondering if I could unbundle it into several mini services, and maybe I could take one of them and integrate it into my lessons. So my work on
Absolutely.
pronunciation and on intonation and on the whole carrying myself thing, and uh, more intentional, you know, not just, okay, let's contrast sounds, you know,
Right.
long E, short E, whatever. So no, no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like how do you express anger when you speak English? Yeah,
Exactly.
how are you being sarcastic? How are you being flirty? I checked out your reels, by the way. I loved it.
You
Yeah.
did? I try.
Awesome. Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, absolutes, right? So, first of all, if you do happen to be a teacher or, whoever's watching, listening, what the heck ever it is you're in the middle of doing right now, um, like some students come in, especially when they're, in the beginning stage of, well, the voyage that they've set themselves on. A lot of them will say stuff like, I don't need the grammar stuff. I don't need the pronunciation stuff. I need to talk.
Yeah.
And this is something that I think it's kind of been the case amongst teachers as well, as far as the pronunciation department goes. Like, let's not, you're not a native, and therefore, why
Mhm.
talk about it at all? And this is where
Yeah.
things get a little bit sticky. I mean, what do you mean? Why talk about it at all? I mean, you
Hmm.
weren't born into the grammar, were you? But you kind of made sense of it in order to be able to build sentences. So it's like it's pronunciation is talking, right? It's a matter of like how you go about it, how you think about the whole process, because there's a lot of shit there that you don't want to do, but there's a lot you do want to do, as far as I'm concerned. It's very helpful. That's kind of what I've been wanting to shout off all sorts of rooftops. So here I am. Yeah. So I got a set of questions for you, indeed, and it's one of the it's like it's what I call a pre dive questionnaire.
Okay.
So as opposed to just okay, let's work on this, let's work on that, which is really technical. I want to just talk to you about yeah, like you said, what's going on and what's not going on. Alrighty. Well, look at first of all of those questions, they of course do not have any sort of right answer to themselves, right? Because they're your shit. And
Hmm.
you just want to know what the shit is, like we said. And the first one is, well, I mean, you're not my student, you're my colleague. And I mean, a lot of my students are colleagues.
Hmm.
Whom I admire a great deal. So there's potential here. I mean, I don't know. I might lure you in. Who knows? Who knows? But I always ask the question that is like, what are you looking, like, how do you see yourself? Like your voice, your self-image, your newly acquired skills. What do you imagine it's going to feel like once you've made it to the final week of whatever this is? Perhaps you got some sort of idea as to where you want to get to. Like that point B for you, what is it that it ought to look like? The, refined version of you.
Mm, well, somehow my mm, like relentlessly optimizing mind uh, jumps straight to the some technical issues like wow,
Okay.
I'll be like linking words better, or I'll be uh, whatever.
Better. I'll be
Or
better.
my lips will be where they should be,
Hmm.
and my tongue will be will be tonguing, so that's yeah, so that's my first thought. Like I'll I'll have received a better handle on my articulation apparatus, so I'll be in better contact with my body because my mouth is my body,
That's
right?
really, really good. Yeah. That's that all that you've enumerated. That's basically what this is, right? Better connection with the body, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, and also maybe hopefully I'll have identified some, maybe we'll have found some blind spots together. So, for instance, you'll be saying, nice, your intonation is flat, you know, your humor on the other note, yeah, is top notch, but the intonation is flat, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe you're not, mm, not, I don't want to operate in this wrong, right terms, but I'm like,
Love
maybe your
that.
intonation could use this or that, something that I'm not something that is easy to fix, like some low-hanging fruits that I'm just not aware of,
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's fair.
Well, and in total, what else? What else? What else? I, yeah, as I've said,
Mm-hmm.
I hope to, by the end of the course, well, not course, but our
Course of
this
action.
session, yeah, I'm hoping to have acquired, yeah, a few life hacks of which I could immediately up and integrate into my class, so
Absolutely.
without thinking twice.
All right. That's fair. Okay. There you go. There you go. That is your answer, and I'm totally up for it. Good stuff. Well, then I want to talk to you about yourself as a speaker.
Okay.
Not necessarily in English alone, but I mean that is the portion that interests me the most, for sure. But still, it's like you said, you're solid. It's your whole self. So I need all parts of you. And I
Okay.
was wondering, what is it that you felt your fortes as a speaker were? What are the strengths of yours? The nicest stuff that does the magic, right? So the good stuff that you were proud of, that you were confident with, whatever.
Mm. Okay. So here we are arriving at the content and form. What is it? Blend.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, partnership. Yeah, I'm proud of the ideas that I'm saying. Um, the thoughts, the jokes. Yeah, you first, but I guess you're asking me about the form mostly, right?
Not necessarily. No, like you said, it's a
Okay.
partnership. One does not go without the other. It's not like an island, right? So
Yeah,
it's a whole system.
that's true. That's true.
Totally. Totally.
So the question is, what about the form that helps me, yeah, carry the content, get this content through? Yeah, am I saying this correctly? So, yeah, what about the form? Okay, I think well, I want to believe that I'm playing with my intonation and with the pace, you
Okay.
know,
Mm-hmm.
and with the pauses, it can be dramatic.
Good.
Yeah. Um, yeah, and I'm playing with the volume, I guess, sometimes,
Hmm.
you know, and
Yeah.
uh, and with the pitch, maybe,
Yes,
if
you
I
are.
understand the pitch correctly. What is it? Is it like when
It
you're
is. It
like
is part of
singing
intonation,
guitar?
right? You cannot, intonate without the pitch going back
Right.
and forth,
Yeah,
up and
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Right. And well, I've done my fair share of shadowing, maybe 5 times.
Okay. Okay. That's a good
No,
start.
but I've self-taught. I taught myself pronunciation because I just since as long as I can remember, I've been repeating and I've
Hmm.
been imitating. You know,
Yeah.
people have heard speaking.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and I think some parts of it I can nail. You know, but yeah.
What about in Russian?
What about what's
In
that?
in in Russian, I mean, I
What
know
about
it's
Russian?
a weird introduction, but
In Russian?
where you do not focus on the form so much, right?
Uh, I'd say the same goes for Russian. I tend to imitate people. Uh,
Okay.
if I watched a TV show in Russian and I like the character, I find myself like
Hmm.
imitating the way they speak, So again, the poses, the pitch, the everything. So I'm kind of soaking it in. But
Totally.
surely, I think my Russian is pretty what? Good.
C3, C5, where are you at with Russian?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm very, very, well, help me with the word.
Eloquent, mega eloquent, based of what I've seen and heard. Yes.
Does it apply to, no, I thought it's about the meaning, but it's also about the presence, like the,
Yeah, all of it. Well, I mean, I think one goes with the other, but it's mostly about the message being, gotten across super effectively because you know the words, like articulate. They're very
yeah,
articulate
articulate. Yeah,
and
articulate.
vocal about stuff you want to say. But again, this is my take on what you are. So,
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I was saying. So,
mm-hmm.
right. And I'm not self-conscious when I'm speaking Russian. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay. So there's the sense of comfort, right? Like, okay, this is me. This is what I do, right? Mm-hmm.
Right. Russian
Okay.
is a skin, and English feels like clothes to me.
I see. All
And I hate the
right.
word clothes and I tend to avoid it because I can't pronounce it.
Well, can I help you with that word once and for all? You'll find very few people who actually pronounce the z. What you want to do is you want to imagine for a second that it's said just the same way as which it is, the opposite of open. So
Okay.
you literally are not supposed to do this to yourself, the clothes, because people have been struggling with it
Okay.
universally, which
Yes.
very much includes the Australians, the UK folk, Irish Americans, whatever you want to go with, right? So
Me.
it's just clothes. It's clothes.
Close.
Yeah, as in z,
Z.
absolutely.
Close.
Clothes. The
Close.
opposite of open. Yeah. So I got some clothes on as
Close
opposed
on.
to clothes on. My God, please don't do that to yourself. That is just torture,
Okay.
isn't it?
Right.
So, yeah.
Close. Yeah.
So there you go. So I mean, now it's like it's why would you avoid something that's so fucking clear and right there at your fingertips, right? But when it's very much weird, you're gonna avoid it. So English is your clothes. Okay, it's an outfit. All right, gotcha. Okay, okay, I'll take that. I like that. So now what is it that you like? Focus on the verb in this upcoming sentence, okay? What is it that you enjoy about your English speaking voice? Like you like it, you enjoy it, the process of it, it gives you joy.
Uh, my voice,
Voice
my
as
voice,
in all of it, right? So it's like the
right?
whole ecosystem, right? The intonations are in
Yeah.
there, the
Mm.
messages are in there, the
Okay.
moods are in there, all of it, all of you vocally.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm absolutely sure that my jokes are better in English because yeah, I believe that humor is it's kind of processed food of our brains. And first we get some input and we consume a lot of stuff, and then it comes out um yeah in chunks that we call jokes. So I consumed as a kid very bad humor. I was practically living on dead jokes, as a kid. So
Okay.
I recited the book called 300 dead jokes, about
It's a
your love.
genre. I love it. I love it.
Right, I know, right? But I wasn't exposed to any other humor. And in English, I was exposed to what? You know, British humor, American humor, right? The best of it. And as an imitator I've learned to imitate. So yeah, I love I love the succinctness, I think,
Hmm.
of it, because English is generally shorter, you know? And also, yeah, I feel like I feel more of a character when I'm speaking English.
Hmm.
I feel like uh certain words are not as loaded emotionally for me as they are in
Okay.
Russian. That's liberating. I can say them freely. I can talk about sex in English
Hmm.
with much more, what is it? Levity is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the opposite. With more, help me with a word.
Okay, okay. It just there, I wasn't sure. Does it have to do with freedom that comes
Yeah,
with it?
yeah, yeah. Freedom, freedom, freedom,
So
but
more
with a
freely, like you've
yeah,
liberated yourself, kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah,
I'm
okay,
levitating. Do 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 do. Do do do
exactly.
do do.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
why I thought of levity, because I thought, but
I think it
levity,
makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, because I'm more like levitating. So nothing, yeah, as I said, emotionally loaded, culturally loaded. Yeah, years of layered layered trauma. Yeah, I'm spared of that in English. So I feel a freer version of myself. Yeah, that's it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I love that. The liberated version of yourself that you've built yourself, right? An identity that you sort of constructed without all the past stuff that
Right.
sort of snakes in there, right?
But and this cuts both ways, because if I've constructed this identity, if I've manufactured it, sometimes it feels exactly like it's a
Yeah.
manufactured facade, yeah, to God knows what.
Okay, we got to get back to that one. So, what is it that is not manufactured? Right, but we're going to compare. Well, you know
Mhm.
how it's sort of become a buzzword, right? A construct. It's a social construct. Everything is a social construct. So, I mean, what's not a social construct is the question, but we'll get
Yeah.
into it, I guess.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Okay. So, then again, it's always the verbs that I want you to fish for in the questions because that's where the meaning, that's wherein it lies. So, what are you looking to change, like change, perhaps, if anything? And what is it that you just want to play with, just sort of flirt with at this point in time? And maybe there is no distinction, and you're just like, I don't know, I just want to see where it's going to take me, if anywhere.
Um, change.
Yeah.
I can't help think of the technicalities. I think
Yeah. Well,
there
that's what it is, right? The clothes. Right.
close. Yeah, like you said. Yeah, like just pronounce it like this, and I'm like, okay, fine. Give me some, 1,000 shortcuts to pronunciation. Pronounce this as that, and just yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I've heard that one. Give me 1,000 shortcuts.
yeah. But I'm too smart to understand that. There are no shortcuts. There are
Mhm.
certain shortcuts, but to make it all, yeah, wholesome again. Yeah, there's some undertows that I want to. I don't know the verb for this one. Anyways, yeah, but well, ideally, I don't know, just want to sound more American.
Okay, that is there, that's the one you went with. I don't want the British stuff. I don't want the mix, right? I want to
Yeah.
know what this is and what that is and how I can, make
And
choices. Uh-huh.
yeah, let me speak, what, let me call a spade a spade. I
Sure.
want to speak and to make an impression so people went, oh, fantastic pronunciation. She must know her stuff. We're
Mm.
going to pay her a lot.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That is very much on the surface. I mean, why not mention it? Absolutely. Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. 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 And we're looking to impress ourselves. I think to an
Right.
extent. Like, where can I get this to?
Hmm.
And it's so long as you're playful about it and not obsessed with it in the most clinical
Not me.
sense. I think it's workable.
Right.
Okay. 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 Beautiful. Now this one is really specific. I want you to think off the top of your head, right? So not think, but just sort of spit it out, really. So, can you give me 5 adjectives that describe yourself as a communicator?
Oh,
Based off all we've talked about, right? It doesn't have to be new stuff. It's more like you just
yeah.
sort of condensing
Okay.
it into one succinct clarity type thing.
Right. Charismatic.
Yes.
Um, intuitive,
Okay. Love it.
considerate,
Okay.
accommodating,
Okay.
and vibrant.
I love that. These are gorgeous. All righty. I mean, your vocab. I mean, it's normally the answers I get to this are normally a lot more generic because
Okay.
people have to think fast. But apparently, you got that stuff right there for you to grab it. So,
I mean, I know myself very well.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. Now, this is something we kind of started this off with, but I want us to, dig a little deeper. How do
Okay.
you feel when, whilst using English,
Using as in
as in
speaking.
talking to people? Yeah.
Okay. As in talking to people. Depends on who I'm talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, I feel that um, one of the things that really, um, plague my life in a way, it's a built-in hierarchy. No,
Okay. Okay.
I'm always looking for someone to look up to or to look down on, and there's no in between. You know, I'm either the the dominatrix,
All
or
right.
I
I like
mean,
that.
again, sex part is coming through, but
Yeah, but
I know.
metaphorically speaking, I'll
No,
take it.
no, I
Yeah.
mean, I command the room, or I'm the one. In Russian, we have a fantastic expression which is called "не отсвечивать," so I'm not sure how to put it in English. So, I have this feeling that many people, again, I think many Russian people can relate to post-Soviet people, like, until I, until I'm very good at it, until I'm staggeringly good at it, I'm going to keep silent.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it on the down low. Yeah, I'm going to lay low, and I'm going to be, uh, what? Yeah, I'm not going to be, yeah. So this hierarchy, if it makes sense. So
It is.
answering your question, whenever I'm talking to a native speaker, I feel like I have to, what? Oh my God, I can't just use a random word because a person will know immediately that something's off, you know?
Mm. Mhm.
And, yeah. So it happens, like it's a knee-jerk reaction. It happens in the first minute. Normally then I relax, but again, native speakers, if it's first speaking about, and some Australian guys and Scottish guys, sometimes I can't understand what they're
Well,
saying at
they
this moment.
cannot understand one another. I mean, to be fair, that's another thing, right? So it's a matter of there's an actual term. So glad you said all that.
Mhm.
That that I think is very, very precise, and that is positioning. And it's an actual, it's thought of as an instrument in qualitative research, in applied linguistics, where you talk to people, ask them questions, and you see how they position themselves a certain way, depending on who's on the other end of it.
Yeah.
And we tend to place ourselves way lower, right?
Hmm.
And therefore, like you said, you just sort of boost the other person all the way into, into the stratosphere of
Yeah.
things, and it creates a disbalance, and it makes you feel like shit in the process, right? And it's not them who did it to you, right? So the funniest thing is they're just there, right? And you just bring in this I'm inferior type energy into the room because that's just how your brain functions. Like you said, that's
Um,
what we've been taught, right? So I mean, why say anything if you're not perfect?
yeah.
And it's a huge problem, and I totally relate. And it's so, so important to work with that to just feel better, you know? So I think talking is about feeling. That's another thing that I hear a lot amongst colleagues. And if you're not feeling good, that ain't good talking. It's like
No.
it's bringing you down for sure.
And I think the pronunciation, yeah, is the most immediate experience of you as
It
a speaker.
is.
That's why
Yeah.
it feels most vulnerable. And yeah, you are like, wow, oh my God, their pronunciation is so good. I'm gonna,
It's
I'm
so good. Oh my God. I
gonna
mean, it's perfect. It's American because we're American. Totally. I mean, it's just like it's such a funny dialogue we have with ourselves. Yeah, totally.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm shrinking, you know?
Yes, that's a good word for sure.
And right. And yeah. Well, but if when when on the other end is someone I perceive as an equal, mm, yeah, I feel, yeah, I feel all right. Yeah.
And who do you perceive as an equal? I mean, I know it's a number of facets, number of factors, right? But what is it that first comes to mind? What is it? What is it that gives you that sense of okay, there's some equality here. I can breathe.
You know, I can tell you two things: those who I perceive as an equal and those who I look down on.
Well, I mean,
That's
I guess so. Like you said, there's a system.
yeah, there's a system that's, clear cut. Yeah, you shrink yourself and you then dwarf others. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it sounds about right. Hmm.
Yeah. So I feel, if I hear the pronunciation, which is normal,
Normal. I like that word.
it's not, some people are just trying too hard, you know?
Yeah, that's a huge problem because it doesn't
Yeah.
sound good at the end of the day. It sounds
Yeah.
off. It sounds like stop, 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 stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the ones that I look down. you know and I mean, because obviously we look down on and we kind of reject parts that we feel afraid to find in ourselves. Like, what's stopping me from getting on this pronunciation journey is that, my God, what if I become one of those who is trying too hard?
Ah, the fear. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'd rather maybe be just average
Mm.
pronouncing. But at
Yeah.
least I won't be the one who has tried and failed, you
I
know?
see. Okay.
Yeah.
And be
That's
judged by the one who are
right. Yeah.
superior. I mean, fuck
Yeah.
that, right? I don't want that. Absolutes.
And I mean, every year, new superior people are born. New native speakers are born every year. So, I mean,
Every second of the day, I mean, every minute for sure.
right? The numbers game isn't working for me. Here.
Numbers are not on our side. You're very,
Yeah.
very true. Very right about that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really, really good. That's very insightful. And again, it's honest. I like how honest you are about this. So okay, this one is sort of adjacent to what we just talked about. It all is right, but I want you to actually give me a couple of formulations. So, like frequently occurring thoughts
Okay.
whilst you speak to somebody in English, right? So, what there's an actual probably like there's sentiments, there's sensibilities, there's something that's already in there, and it just
Mhm.
kind of goes, oh, okay, I think that. Oh, I feel that. Oh, I felt that before. Oh, I thought that before. So,
Mhm.
what's most frequently occurring with you?
Okay. Oh, she's put it very well. I need to make a note of it. Or,
Hmm.
I mean, hierarchy thing again. Like, oh, what a platitude. I'm very judgmental. So, when it comes to a choice of words, yeah. What else? Uh, wow. What if I? Yeah. What if I sound? No, this is not a frequently occurring thought. Uh, yeah. So you see, mostly mostly it's about meaning. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And also like, wow, she sounds great. But also,
Hmm.
she sounds a little too great. Yep.
What the heck is that?
What if she or he, what if they, what if they rely too much on the way they sound, uh, and make up for a lack of substance?
Okay.
And and
A
I, on the
compensatory
other hand,
mechanism. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
on the other hand, can offer a lot of substance. You know, feeling like I'm at this always, there is always this ongoing competition. So I'm competing against people
Yeah.
who don't know they're competing with me.
Actually, oh, that's a very
Yeah.
okay. That's going to be part of the trailer, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. But see, you're mainly commenting on what it is, what kind of thoughts you have as a listener. But what about like your own shit? What's the analysis looking like there?
Well, pretty much the same. Okay, I've just said applied to you.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, I've a fantastic turn of phrase. That's so well done. Um, so okay, I might have my E sound might be giving me away.
Okay, so you're like, okay, that was not quite what I wanted. Okay.
Right, right.
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, again, the technical side is letting me down.
Yeah.
Or mm, okay, something. What else? Oh, I need to find a very precise way to say it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if I
Mhm.
don't?
And if I don't, I'll think less of myself.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Candid. Look at you go. That should be one of the adjectives of yourself as a communicator.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, good. I'll take that. So now we kind of talked about your Russian side a little bit. So I was wondering if you could compare things for me a little bit. So like you've got the first language identity and then you
Hmm.
got the manufactured, to quote yourself, English speaking
Hmm.
identity. So I
Yep.
want you to talk to me about how they are similar and how
Hmm.
they are different. And you've already said some stuff. So
Hmm. Yeah, I just sorry, but I don't like the way you put it.
okay, that's all right. Tell me more.
It's not that I'm looking down on you for this one.
It's you.
Um,
You. I allow you to do that. By the way.
right, because to me, similar and different feels like they're separate entities,
Okay.
They're
Okay. Talk
they're
about that.
so intertwined that Um, Sometimes, yeah, my English personality totally, cancels out. Okay, but okay, let me not be a wet blanket here. So let me think.
No, no,
Russian.
no, but I like what you're saying, by the way. I mean, it really is not two separate islands, right? So
um,
yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that. Hmm.
so similarities. Uh, okay, I feel
Maybe
like I'm repeating myself because uh,
jokes, but you're more of a joker in the American version of yourself, right?
yeah, yeah. So
Hmm.
that's the
That's
difference.
the difference. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the depth of what I'm saying is
Substance.
obviously
It's always
uh,
there.
the common denominator. Yeah, the how emotional I am in both of these languages.
Uh
Uh,
huh.
yeah, and how expressive. Yeah, I want to be expressive, and I want all parts of me to participate in it. My face and my hands, right?
Hmm.
Nose, eyes. Well, nose and eyes are possible things. So,
They're in there.
right.
They
Uh,
move. They move a bit. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah. Um, okay. As for the differences, yeah, the English version, again, I feel like I can say, I feel like I'm smarter in English, but I understand why. It's because I've obviously spent less time speaking English, and that's why some things that sound incredibly smart to me, they just sound this way because I haven't overused them.
Oh,
And
okay.
in Russian, I've just overused some words, and they aren't as they're clichéing. They turn into
Mm.
cliches. In English, I there are fewer cliches, and that's why
Hmm.
I sound to myself incredibly smart. You know,
Okay. So there's a sense of freshness sort of to it,
right?
kind of,
Yeah,
yeah?
freshness,
Hmm. I
right?
like that. Okay.
Lightness. Yeah, again,
Yeah. Levity.
levity. Is this a word that because
It
what does it mean?
is.
Yeah.
Dua Lipa, she's like, I'm levitating. Da 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 da. She's not joking around. So
Right. Okay. Okay. That like I respect your sources. So
yeah, I mean, but it's kind of like it could be negative. Like it's kind of like frivolity almost, like you're supposed to
okay.
be serious, but you're not. But that is
The
not necessarily it. It's more like about lighthearted, kind
okay.
of
Okay.
lightheartedness, if you will, that sort of
Yeah, yeah.
thing.
But this is what I was getting at. Yeah, I was wondering if it's on the opposite. Like he-
Definitely
how.
not. Definitely not. Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
Okay. So
Hmm.
levity. Right. I'll stick with this word.
I like that. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Now look, based of what we've said here, um, there's some buzzwords all throughout Instagram. I hate saying them, and they're the English speaking cliches that I'm kind of growing tired of. But perfectionism, right? So first of all, would you describe yourself as a perfectionist? Yes or no?
I'm a recovering.
A
Uh.
recovering perfectionist. I like that. Well, you're
Yes.
here, right? Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Okay. So then, if we were to do like a bit of I don't know, a tiny bit of CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy type approach, which it's not. I've never been licensed or certified in any way, but we're doing a very similar type thing. So let us describe that ideal self. Yeah, that monster that you're not because you are real and you've got flaws and you've got moods and you've got hormones and all that shit that we're having such a hard time accepting, most of the time. So, what is that ideal self looking like, sounding like? What comes to mind, if anything?
It's done its pronunciation homework. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So it's spent um some time practicing the training the articulation in the right way. So it's again
Okay.
about technicalities,
Yeah.
because other than that, I'm perfect. I
I love that.
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with myself.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just
Now,
just as polishing.
Say again? The last bit?
Some polishing, just some fine tuning, just
Mm-hmm,
some,
mm-hmm.
yeah, greasing some, is this the word? Greasing some,
Greasing,
greasing,
or
see?
honing.
Yeah,
Yeah. But it's
but
so confusing. It's the same as increase, right? A lot of people want to say is
yeah,
increasing.
yeah, this is what I'm looking for, increasing,
Yeah,
increasing,
they're
yeah.
patterns, right? So again, back to the video that I made. Some people are like,
Oh,
if it's
yes,
not,
yes.
yeah,
Oh, how
yeah,
about how about Canada geese? No,
geese are. As far as I'm concerned, there's the z kind of
yeah, but
folk.
and it's that spelling is gay,
But they are a noun, right? I mean,
right?
because
Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, say no
uh
more.
yeah. But there's okay, now I want to make sure that it's not geese.
Greece.
Hold on a
What
sec,
else?
hold on a sec.
Greece.
I just want to make sure I got it. No, man. Most people will keep it voiceless. Geese.
No
Geese, not peas.
way,
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
Do you know, by the way, what was Canada geese? Why are they such a big deal? No,
Um, well, because there's the company that you mean the brand or the jokes around it?
I don't know. I just remember reading a text which was called Canada geese, and it was like, why? Why
Well,
would
they
you?
use them to stuff the coats that they sell for huge
Oh,
money.
okay,
And then
okay.
there's like a little meme that I like where there's a goose and it follows a guy in such a coat and it's running after the person and it goes, "What's in the coat? What's in the coat, motherfucker?"
Yeah. Yeah. I might have seen this one before. Okay,
Yeah,
Greece increase. Noted.
absolutely. And then there's one more, release.
Release.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then you
This.
got that in the song, right? The mercy. I'm begging for mercy. Won't
Mm-hmm.
you release me? And then
Yeah.
because it's followed with me, it might come off as a bit of a voiced version because they kind of collide into one another. And this also confuses people.
Mhm.
So, right. Yeah. But geese, look. I mean, again, see, this is back to perfectionism. Like, I'm so not bothered by the fact that I wasn't sure about how to say it because I don't fucking say that word ever. I don't fucking say
Yeah.
geese, and now this taught me forever and ever. And it's going to keep on happening. That's like,
Yeah.
the acceptance bit. So, it doesn't make you inferior back to the conversation we had. What when you hear, not my ideal speaking self, but my freer speaking self, liberated speaking self, the
Mhm.
levity type person, right? Is
Yeah.
that is that in any way different than the ideal self, or are they one and the same?
Good question, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Okay. Yeah. I liked one of your recent posts about the English in TV shows.
Yeah, I remember that.
That
Yeah.
yeah, because it kind of really scratched the right place for me in a way. I've realized that sometimes I want to speak like a person from a TV show, and I seem to forget that they have scripts. You know, it's not that the characters are so witty. It's not that they're so quick on their feet. Yeah,
Yes.
they just have this smart comebacks, yeah, to whatever gets thrown at them. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I'm realizing that the ideal or the free version of this has been informed by TV shows in which people, off the cuff, just say the wittiest thing there is. Yeah. So I feel like I sometimes, yeah, want this, yeah, lack of hesitation, this spontaneity. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I answer without thinking, you know,
Mm-hmm.
whatever I answer is super smart.
Absolutely. Okay. And it's sort of incompatible with the silent version of yourself. That's, the silenced version, I would say. It's like that's the irony of it all, I think. It's like I need to be the wittiest person in the room,
Yeah.
And for that, I need to first of all believe that I'm the wittiest or
Yeah.
whatever. Not that there's necessarily a comparison as such. And then, but I know I've decided I'm not, so I'm not going to say anything. So like, I'm not going to be that free version. I'm not going to practice the levity, right? So I'm just going to
Mhm.
keep it right there in the treasure chest and I'll look at it, but
Mhm.
not grab anything out of it. Yeah, you were saying? It
Yeah.
looks like you're saying something. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One more thing that came to mind, and because of that, to be honest, I missed half what you said
That's
because
okay. Oh, look, this is also honesty, you guys. You'll be
yeah,
able to watch back, so it's all right.
again, like in the Russian, not okay, let's say it, I think post-Soviet
Okay,
community,
okay. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, sometimes we're obsessed with, using some smart vocabulary,
Mm-hmm.
so some nice precise words. Yeah, again, I've been coming back to this idea of precision and witty and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but sometimes we overdo it to the point that it's inappropriate maybe, or it's like too smart, or it's yeah, or you end up speaking like the Guardian article, so no
Oh,
one
yeah, that's the
speak
worst.
to you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And sometimes like the freer version of me would just feel like some very the English that I really admire when I hear it is it's really natural, it's really
Mm-hmm.
not forced. It's
Just,
not,
mhm.
yeah, it's just there is this flow to it, but it's not simplistic. Yeah. And it's not, it's still nuanced, and it's precise, but it's not it doesn't feel like there is a quota that a person has to meet, like I have to say
Yes, yes,
15 advanced idioms.
exactly. Oh my God, right. Mm-hmm.
Right. And, well, this is
Mm-hmm.
what I thought of.
I love that. I love that. Right. That's one of the melodies. That's the one of the sicknesses, diseases in the industry. I think stuff in your speech with idioms, like I don't fucking know what. Um, it just kind of ruins the
Yeah.
mood.
Even
So
though, even though rather than stuffing your
yeah.
speech with idioms, sometimes, you're coming back to the pronunciation, sometimes you could turn the spotlight on
Mm-hmm.
how you deliver
Mm-hmm.
the maybe slightly simpler words level wise, but
Okay.
the way
Mm.
the way like your content and form work together,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the way they marry, uh, like in pronunciation, the way you pronounce it, and how relaxed you are, in how your voice is, what is it, fluctuating,
Moving, modulating, fluctuating. Yeah.
moving, yeah. So, like this would have a much greater effect on your listener, and this would sound much more advanced than if you are just parroting some IELTS, some IELTS stuff over and over again, but with flat face, with very, what is it, mm, very, very reserved body, and
Yeah. Stiff.
Slavic, with
Mm-hmm.
Slavic stare.
Well, that's a whole lifestyle, keeping at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I was gonna say something about that. Right. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh yeah, the advanced thing, the leveling. So, do you feel like there's this occupational hazard um part to how you function as a speaker where you see levels all the time?
Could you rephrase? Didn't get the question.
As in, let's say there's a person talking to you and they are, say, a native, but they're
Okay.
using B2 vocab
Right.
at best. So do
Hmm.
you clock that as someone who's always aware of how someone talks in terms of that framework A1 through C2? And do you also make judgments based off that? Because, or do you only do that with non-natives?
Yeah, but to be fair, the framework does not apply to native speakers, so that's
It doesn't, but it applies to us.
of course, because that was created for learners. So we can't. That's why when you asked me what's your level of Russian, is it C3? There is no answer to this question because the question is wrong. So this framework does not apply to me. So I'm
Okay. And
not.
who developed the framework?
Hmm. Me, the superior species for the inferior species.
Right, right, there we go. So the philosophy that we're looking at. Just something I'm throwing out there. Okay, so okay. Good. I see what you're saying, totally. Okay, so now some lots less philosophical questions. So your favorite TV shows, series, movies, three that come to mind first and foremost.
The
Right
pit,
the 2nd. Yeah.
the pit, couple therapy, and the pit couple therapy, and which was the third? Ah, I guess which was the one I just was doing one more of recently.
Who's in it?
I don't remember.
Oh,
I don't know what it was.
it's
I
okay.
can't pull a third. The pit and couple therapy.
Okay. What about movies? Give me one or two movies. Something that you probably tend to revisit, rewatch, like a go-to movie. Is there one? Because some people don't do that.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. If you've heard of this cartoon, it's Wes
Eh,
Wes Anderson.
Okay.
You haven't?
Okay.
Oh my God! You must absolutely watch it because
I got it
Fantastic Mr.
down.
Fox is me. You know?
Okay. An
Yeah, this
identity.
whole we could have saved ourselves an hour of time if I could just say, listen, I'm a fantastic Mr. Fox. This is what I identify.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
please totally check it out. Promise me. Pinky promise. Because you're
Pinky promise, right? Cross my heart, hope today. That's how it goes, right? Yeah. What was I going to say? Uh, 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 um, okay. The musical stuff. So, is there singers today, right here, right now, because it could have been different some time ago. Someone whose songs you just can't get enough of, right? It just sort of does something for you.
I'm not much into music, you know? So,
Okay. There isn't one person that you like today,
but
more
okay,
so than the
one and
others.
only musician that I've carried with myself 3 years and it's Zemfira. So that's
Okay.
one.
All
Yeah,
right.
recently I've noticed that what does it for me? It's who does it for me is Cardi B, actually.
Okay. See, that's a character. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. We're going to New York you
totally.
up. All right. Okay. That's beautiful. And then I need you to give me a favorite voice amongst actors, musicians. We just said that it's not your thing. But
Hmm.
so like could be characters. Yeah, like you got fantastic Mr. Fox, right? So he's definitely on there. But is there an actor, an actress that's there on that
I
list?
think it's Leonardo DiCaprio, actually.
Okay, that's beautiful. Okay. And not to be too Republican about this, but can we also get a female actor on that list? Just to play with it afterwards.
Yeah, female. I knew you would ask that. Okay, here's where I'm blinking, I guess. Female. Okay, I
Could be
think
a
it's
character. Hmm.
yeah, Juliet Anderson, what from Sex
Gillian
Education?
Anderson. Yeah. Yeah.
Jillian.
And you know that she's bi-dialectal, I think is the term. She talks in American and British voices, and they're both natural to her. Like it's
Really?
not something, yeah, because she's lived like I don't know. She spent like 50% of her childhood in the US and then the other 50% in the UK, and she can
Oh my God.
switch. Yeah.
You had me at bye, you know?
There you go. I'm pretty sure it's just that too, but I cannot claim it, right? So, I mean,
Okay.
who's not? We all are. Come on now. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So, all right. Okay. Well, look at us go, and we've arrived. So this is so cool. Okay, I can't wait to go on with this and see where it's going to take us. But before I let you go, what are you? That's something I always ask towards the end of whatever session I do. Uh, what do you take? Like, what's your one takeaway that like you going to be carrying around?
Okay.
I don't know, this
So
weekend.
two takeaways. It's
Okay.
close and
Good one. Yeah.
increase and grease. Yeah,
Okay.
and geese.
And geese are
So
in there apparently. Oh
that
my fucking lord. That's what
you
I'm
never,
taking
you
away with
never
me.
know. No, so yeah. Second, uh, I've I've really enjoyed myself. You know,
Hey, oh, that's
I
good.
mean it. I've enjoyed the way I loved what I said and how I said it. It's
Look at you.
yeah. I felt very well, thanks to you, very very free again, right?
Hey.
So because I was afraid that as I is my in my hierarchy fashion, I see you as a superior.
Well, I'm not inferior, thank God, all right?
You're English speaker, so I thought I'd be feeling sort of kind of reserved, but
Hmm.
see, looking for yeah, this is what I'm not don't like. You know,
Right,
I can't
right.
yeah, and I loved the question that you asked, and I think that some brewing will be happening.
Yes.
You know, as
I hope
my
so.
therapist used to say, the process, you know, it will be there processing.
The fast food processing, yeah.
And I think I'll have come up with more takeaways once everything, you know, settles.
Absolutely, yeah. Let that identity dust settle, why don't you?
Right. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Very well put.
That's a part of
Yeah.
the trailer. I needed something else in there. But we
Yeah.
got loads of stuff to put in there. All right. Well, y'all, this was how do you pronounce your name in English most of the time? Or does it also depend on who's asking?
Um, yeah. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
still
still
debating.
struggling with this because I want to be called Nastya. That's my name. You know,
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean.
people call me Anastasia, Anastasia, Anna, even Stace, Stace, like what
Hey,
United
Stace.
United
Sta-
States, America. So, oh my God,
Stace's mom has got it going. Okay, yeah.
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 I have another song for you. Do you know the ting ting? I think the ting ting ting, the song. That's not my name. That's not my name.
That's not
No,
mine. Yeah, I like
that's
that one
not
a
my
lot.
name. My name
Oh,
is
I can
Nancy.
relate, man.
And yes, remember I said that I was accommodating as a speaker. So this is one thing that from now on, 11th June, 7:30 Central European time, I'm no longer accommodating my name. So Nastya, if you can't pronounce the sta thing, I mean work on it, for God's sake. Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
takeaway. Oh my God, I found my name. Thank you.
This is awesome. All right. I'll definitely take that. Well, this was nice to everybody. Okay. Focus. And myself, Keri, and this is our little project, and it's called Voice Therapy. That's the name we're going with for now. And I had so much fun, and I can't wait to talk to you again about all that stuff.
Yeah,
All right.
likewise.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hit stop. All
Okay,
right. Bye,
go ahead.
y'all. Yeah, but you don't go. You stay here.
I understand. Yeah,
All right.
I'm
Okay.
smart. Remember?
Bye. How could I forget? Right. No. I mean, I couldn't ever.